Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundary Lahari, explanation of verse 6. Dhanuf Paushpam Maurvi Madhukara Mayi Pancha Vishikhaha Vasantas Samanto Malaya Maruda Yodhana Rathaha Tathapyekas Sarvam Himagiri Sute Kamapi Kripam Apangate Labdhva Jagadida Manango Vijayate. The first verse of Soundary Lahari talks about Ambar being the origin of all actions. The subsequent ones extol the power of Ambar's Pada Dhuli, the minute dust in the feet of Ambar, and then Ambar's Charanangal, the feet where the Pada Dhuli has the origin. The fifth verse describes how Ambar blesses all the devotees who pray to her, and also citing examples of Mahavishnu and Kamadeva who got such blessings from Ambar. The sixth verse interestingly talks about Kamadeva. It describes Kamadeva as a warrior who is ready to wage war. A warrior who was going to the battlefield would carry weapons. He would go with allies who would support him in the battle. He would have a strong chariot that could withstand the war and also be supportive to him. Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar interestingly describes the weapons carried by Manmatha, Kamadeva, and how weak they are. He also describes his ally who is weaker than himself. In spite of all these, Manmatha emerges as a successful, victorious warrior. How does it happen? That is the description of verse 6. We will look into the Padacheda and then the detailed explanation. Dhanuhu Paushpam Maurvi Madhukara Mayi Pancha Vishikhaha Vasantaha Samantaha Malaya Marut Ayodhana Rathaha Tatha Api Ekaha Sarvam Himagiri Sute Kam Api Kripam Apangat Te Labdhva Jagat Idam Anangaha Vijayate. The first line goes, Dhanuf Paushpam Maurvi Madhukara Mayi Pancha Vishikhaha. Dhanuhu means the bow carried by Manmatha. Manmatha's bow is flowery. It is nothing but a flower. We have seen in earlier instances, including Lalita Sahasranamam, how Manmatha carries sugar cane as his bow. Here, Shankara Bhagavad Padar, in a different manner, describes Manmatha as one carrying a flowery bow. Is this description accurate? Or is there a Patha Bheda? As the Stotra script gets passed on over generations, sometimes there are differences in the words that appear in the script, known as Patha Bheda. Kanchi Mahaperiyava beautifully explains how Adi Shankara aptly has described Manmatha as one carrying flowery bow. His explanation has been summarized in Devatin Kural, Volume 6. With gratitude to Mahaperiyava, let us see how this is apt and where the reference is cited. Deva Bhasha Sanskritam has a thesaurus called Amarakosha, authored by Amarasimha. In Amarakosha, Manmatha is said to carry a bow made of flower, which is exactly what is quoted by Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar. Dhanuf Paushpam, a bow that is flowery. At least a sugar cane could be used as a weapon to give a hard blow on the head of the enemy. What could one do with a bow that is made of flower? Let us see how Manmatha uses it. Manmatha's bow is made of flower. Similarly, there are 5 arrows that he carries, and all the 5 arrows are flowers themselves. The 5 flowers are Aravinda, Ashoka, Chuta, Navamallika, and Nilotpala. Each of these flowers stand for a particular sense organ associated with the 5 senses. As Lalita Sahasranama states, Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka. The 5 Tanmatras or the subtle Panchaputas perceived by the body senses of Shabda or sound, Sparsha or touch, Rupa or form, taste or rasa, and Gandha the smell. Ambar is said to be associated with these, and so is Kama. When we look at a flower, we can feel it, Sparsha. We can enjoy the form, Rupa. The nectar in the flower is rasa, taste. Of course, we can smell it, Gandha. So Manmatha, who is trying to wage war to create desires, to create raga dvesha, to create kama in the minds of all the beings, uses 5 flowers as arrows. The only sense organ not affected by the flower is Shabda, sound. To compensate for that, Bhagavad Padal describes Maurvi Madhukara Mayi. Maurvi, the string of the bow, is made of Madhukara Mayi. Madhukaraha means bees. The string of the bow from which arrows are sped is made of a line of buzzing bees. Now, the last sense, the Shabda or sound, is also attracted. Dhanuhu Paushpam, the bow is flowery. Maurvi Madhukara Mayi, the bowstring is made of buzzing bees. Pancha Vishikhaha, the 5 flowers are the arrows. Manmatha, who is waging a war, is seen to carry these as the weapons. Let us see the description of his ally and his chariot. Vasantaha Samantaha Malaya Marut Ayodhana Rathaha. Samantaha, the neighboring king, the traditional ally of Kamadeva, is Vasantaha. Vasanta, spring season personified. Spring season, neither too hot nor too cold, a season that is very attractive to our minds, that gives us a pleasing effect, is the ally for Manmatha. The great poet Kalidasa in Kumara Sambhavam also describes Manmatha trying to create attraction between Shiva and Parvati for the birth of Skanda, taking along Vasanta Rituhu, the spring season. He is also accompanied by Malaya Marut, which is described in this verse as well. Malaya Marut Ayodhana Rathaha. The cool breeze from the Malaya mountain, laden with the fragrance of sandalwood, which is found there, is a poetic convention. And Ayodhana Rathaha, the war chariot. Manmatha has Vasantaha, the spring season, as his ally, and Malaya Marut, the breeze from the Malaya mountain, as his chariot. How much more weaker can one get while waging war? However, Manmatha, in spite of all these weaknesses, is said to be victorious in the war he is waging. Tatha api ekaha, even thus and alone, sarvam, all, Himagiri sute, O the daughter of the snowy mountain. Himalayas is personified as King Himavan, to whom goddess Shakti was born as Parvati Devi. Parvatasya putri Parvati, Kam api kripam, some sort of compassion which Manmatha receives from the daughter of Himavan, Parvati Devi. The victim here enjoys the fragrance of the bow of flowers, the flower arrows, and the humming of the honeybees. The spring season and the Malaya Maruta, or the mild sweep of fresh and cool breeze, is also experienced by him. In spite of these, Manmatha, due to compassion that is showered by the daughter of Himavan, Parvati Devi, apangate labdhva jagat idam anangaha vijayate. Where does he get the compassion from? Apangate, from the corner of Ambal's eye, the kataksha from the eye. Labdhva, having obtained. Jagat idam, this world. Anangaha, the one who is bodiless, again referring to Kamadeva. Vijayate, certainly triumphs, certainly is victorious in the war. Kamadeva is described as Anangaha. When Kama tried to create attraction between Shiva and Parvati, he had the feeling of ahamkara. He has the power to even destroy the yoga, the meditation of Lord Shiva himself. When Kama tried to create the desire in Shiva, Shiva, through his third eye, turned Kama into ashes. It's only then he realized the power of Shakti, Ambal. He sincerely prayed to Ambal, and upon Rati Devi's request, Kama's consort, Ambal, brought Kamadeva back to life. However, there was a catch in this rebirth. Kama would be visible only to the eyes of Rati Devi. To all others in the universe, he would be Anangaha, the one who is bodiless. Since Ambal is referred with the name Himagiri Sute, correspondingly, Shankara Bhagavad Padal has used the name Anangaha for Kamadeva. What a beautiful correlation. To summarize, Dhanuhu Paushpam Maurvi Madhukara Mayi Pancha Vishikhaha. The bow is flowery. The bowstring is made of buzzing bees. The 5 flowers are the arrows. Basantaha Samantaha Malaya Marut Ayodhana Rathaha. Spring season, Vasanta, is the neighboring king or ally. The breeze from the Malaya mountain is the war chariot. Tatha api ekaha sarvam himagiri sute kam api kripam. Even thus and all alone, O daughter of the snowy mountain, having obtained some sort of compassion, apangate labdhva jagat idam anangaha vijayate. From the corner of your eye, Ananga, Manmatha, triumphs all over this world. What we feel is impossible is made possible through Ambal's Paripurna blessings. The corresponding Lalita Sahasranama Namavalis. Kama Pujita, she who is being worshipped by the god of love, Kamadeva. Sandra Karuna, she who is full of mercy, Karuna Rasa Sagara, she who is the sea of juice of mercy, Avyaja Karuna Murti, she who shows mercy without reason. This shloka can be chanted for harmony between husband and wife and also for Putra Bhagyam, progeny. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 6 of Soundary Lahari. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.